Hi. Um, I have been losing my mind in a tractor for some time, and I got off work early today. Well, early as in there's still daylight outside. So I want to talk about homebrewing a Space Marine chapter. Now, I am a huge fan of the World Eaters, and that that goes back to playing Total War, uh, Warhammer, and I think like anytime I played Chaos, I was always specifically only choosing Corn Berserkers all the time. So I jumped into 40k. What would that be? About 6 months ago now, and I've started painting World Eaters. I've got Angron sitting right next to me that is half put together, and I don't want to start working on him right now because if I start, I don't want to stop until he's fully put together. But I have thought about Space Marine doing home brewing the whole time I've sat in a tractor. And I was thinking of color schemes, what kind of color schemes do I want to keep? What kind of successor chapter I want to do? Well, I'm going to eventually try to figure out how this would be available in lore, but I want to do a World Eater successor chapter. But it's like a Belisarius Call creation. So it was made, and the Imperium doesn't know about them a whole lot. But I wanted to just have something that would be like, okay, that's understandable in lore. Belisarius Call made them for this specific reason, trying to make like elite shock troops or something, just more aggressive, die hard troops. And then I kind of thought to myself, well, they could either be a Belisarius Crawl creation or a Fabulous Bile creation. And since they're loyalists, they'll probably be, technically lore-wise, it would be a Belisarius Call creation. But I've been thinking about paint schemes, and I'm like, well, I want to keep one implement of the World Eaters paint scheme. And I've been looking online to try to figure out how a way that I could do paint scheming to just see how it would turn out. Well, my big brain thought, what am I doing sitting here looking online for paint editors for Space Marines? I have one, and it's on Steam. So I will be helping myself, especially because the ones I found online were not super great, finding a good paint scheme using the heraldry editor. Now, I don't know. I'll choose a different one here real quick. I don't know necessarily the emblem that I'll have for the homebrew chapter that I'm going to do or anything like that yet. But I do know that none of that really matters a whole lot. That the secondary color I want to remain to be bronze. Oh, do I not? Don't tell me okay, I was say don't tell me I don't have bronze unlocked. And then part of me wants to keep the white and change the shoulder pads colors. Let me see what that would look like if I did that. And then did corn red for... Oh, I gotta add the shoulder pads as heraldry. One more time. Change that to corn red. And then that would be white or black. It doesn't matter right now. And... I don't know if I like the corn red. Oh, you can tell quite a difference. That's Mephiston red. I already know that paint's hard to use. I'm not a huge fan of that. What are the other reds we got here? Not that many. It would probably... Let's see if I do a corn... Let's change something up real quick. What if we do the body is corn red? and the shoulders as white. Oh gosh, this is gonna be terrible. Actually, I like that quite a lot. I like that. It's a dark red power pack. Oh, thank gosh, we can't edit the power pack. I was gonna be like, oh no, we can't. Okay, power pack. Should we make the power pack white as well? And then, oh, that doesn't make a difference. In like actually painting it, it would be bronze instead of silver. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now this is obviously just a Blade Guard vet example, which is, since it's a Khorne army, it'll be melee focused. So I've had thoughts, and I really do like this color scheme. Let me try one more thing before I go on talking about how I'm gonna build the army. Now, if we make the helmet white, ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That looks really nice. Let me just throw it on just a regular, regular Space Marine. I'll have to put it all together again. Helmet's white. That's white. I need this to be that bronze. Khorne red. Just to make sure everything gets done right here. Oh, that was the shoulder, so change that to black. Trim can be bronze. I gotta change all this trim to bronze for some reason. That doesn't matter right now. Get us to bronze. Emblems also don't matter right now, just because I'll plan on making an emblem, but I just don't have one in mind quite yet. Or not necessarily a name, because I want it to be like I want it to be like the World Eater's original name, which was the Warhounds, I believe. I hope I'm correct on that statement. Because, oh, I do like that a lot. It's simple. Power pack's white. Shoulder pads are white. Everything else is... Oh, I gotta change these to the correct color. Yeah, I like that a lot. Sorry. I lost focus there. I completely forgot what I was saying because I was looking at coloring. That's probably the color scheme I'll go with. I might do a little bit of research and see if there's a successor chapters that use this color scheme. As I've said, this is going to be kind of my homebrew as a successor chapter of the World Eaters. I'll try to see what I can think of as an emblem and as a name. I really don't know what I would do. I like the color scheme. The color scheme for sure I'm going to keep. Now, making this into actual minis, I will probably do that at some point, and I actually kind of know how I'll do it. It will be, I will make them into Black Templars. Black Templars are the only ones that have minis that chain weaponry up onto their arms and such. So, and that's a World Eater's tradition. No, where's good luck? And yeah, I really like this paint scheme, especially since Black Templars do have a lot of that robe and look like the Blade Guard veterans do. That might be the best, because it's a lot of the red. It's not too much red with all the like extra cloth, and I think it looks really good. The shield would actually probably be white as well. So let me edit that real quick. Change that to white. And that little oh, what is it called? The why can't I think of the little shield on his chest would probably be white instead of red. Now, there is only one other thing I want to look at, and I'll do it right here. Is red and black, because I am a huge fan of red and black. So let's just do all this real quick. Let's just delete, and that way everything will go to that. So if I was to change this to black, okay, not null oil. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I'm not gonna have enough coins. Okay. So we do that to black, and I'm using Abaddon Black as a stand-in. No emblem. Go straight as black to that. Just do the same thing for the other side. And then power pack and shield. Now, this would be kind of cheating because this makes it so much easier to paint. Because black goes on a lot better than white does, that's for sure. I don't like that as much as the white. I'll be entirely honest. I like this a lot more than I like that. Okay, I think I've got my color scheme. I think this will be my color scheme for my successor chapter, or my homebrew chapter. It'll probably be a little bit before I actually work on this. I want to come up with some more stuff on lore, possibly, or some stuff on like a character. I might want to come up with that. I've got a lot of time to think when I'm sitting in a tractor 13 hours a day. Hopefully that ends soon, because at some point here I do want to paint Angron, because I was able to pre-order the Slaughter Bound box for World Eaters, and I accidentally bought the Combat Patrol. And you might say, how do you accidentally buy a Combat Patrol? Well, I went to one of the American websites, what was it, Wargaming Portal, to go pre-order like the box sets, and I did that at like midnight when I was not awake all the way. So I pre-ordered it and didn't realize until 45 minutes later I clicked the wrong one. I looked back and they were completely sold out. So I went to GW's website and they got it finally brought up, and I was able to get it bought within the first what would that have been, like 10 minutes. And I wanted to get one of those limited edition World Eaters codexes, but I wasn't able to. So I was kind of bummed out about that, but it's whatever. A codex does the same thing, whether it costs $60, $120, or the $250 that the legendary codex was costing. But I'm gonna get it eventually. That's all right. I don't need to blow all my money on everything this week, because you could probably add up how much I already spent on World Eaters alone, and I've still got the old Combat Patrol that I haven't put together fully yet, because I know that there's a rule change to the World Eaters. But anyways, that's kind of my plans for my homebrew. I do know their flaw, and it's a very specific flaw. It's whenever they fight World Eaters, they lose their mind. Because I could be wrong in this statement, but I don't know that the World Eaters have actual a genetic flaw, because you would say, well, aggression is their genetic flaw. No, that's just the butcher's nails that makes them do that. Before then, I mean, in the one book that I've listened to, which is the Angron the Slave of Nicaea, and I could be butchering that planet's name. If I am, I'm sorry. They seemed like they were pretty reasonable, like okay in the head guys, but once Karn took the nails, he lost his mind. And I do know he beats Cerberus nearly an inch to his he almost kills him. He beats him so bad, he beats him with an inch of his life left. So I am excited to listen to that audiobook at some point here, but this is about homebrewing today. I want to say thank you for watching, and I might order an Emperor's Champion, a Black Templar Emperor's Champion, and paint him up in this scheme and see how it looks actually painted up, because I do like this dark red and I like the white, and the white really pops when there's this much red to me. And that bronze, I think the bronze that I use looks a touch more goldish in my paints. But anyways, I'm gonna keep rambling if I don't stop now. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.